The food industry is currently lacking a system that would connect between stores, warehouses, production facilities, and distributors. For example, there is no directory or public listing that can provide information for stores or production facilities looking for new distributors, or for distributors looking for suppliers. In order to fill this need, we created a website that will provide this information, helping to create such links. While such information has been the property of only certain companies until now, making it more accessible would help facilities to find buyers for products that are near their expiration dates, find ways to donate the excess products to charity and tax exemptions, and avoid unnecessary disposal of large amounts of food that could be used more beneficially.